Yo, and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I thought, now's a good time. As I've been digging through boxes lately and looking at different parts of my collection, I'm like, man, I have not shown that off literally in years, and there are so many people that kind of come and go in the YouTube world, and I'm like, I bet nobody even knows I have these. So I got a bunch of those things, and I'm going to be doing some videos, I don't know, over the next few weeks maybe, where I show different parts of my collection that have long been stored away and not shown. One thing or one project I should say, that you guys know that I really love is anything Dick Perez. Dick Perez did this set in let's do this light different so it's a little bit, there we go. 1983, these are Donruss Hall of Fame Heroes. It was a, set that came in packs. Actually, I have an unopened box of these, but it's a 44 card set. I think 25 to 30 of them can be autographed. I have all of them that can be autographed. This is my mantle. It's a Gem Mint 10 auto. So I like to get inspiration. Big Dick Perez guy. Okay, so I love this set. So that's piece number one. Thought I'd pull out the Ted Williams also. It's gonna be a longer video because I got a lot of cool stuff to show. So that's the inspiration. So I love this set, right? And I'm like, okay. I have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plain old index cards signed by Hall of Famers. So many that I'm like, what am I going to do with these? I mean, they're very basic looking, nothing too frilly about them. What can I do with that? So I end up connecting with a guy on Blowout Forums who was doing custom cards. And I said, hey, here's my idea. Tell me if you can pull this off. He says, yes. And so he sent me first a, what do you call this? Prototype. It's actually me. That's my signature. I sent him a index card signature of mine. And what he did is he built out the frame. We have the insert. We have the name, obviously, there to look similar to this. Like, what would a cut auto set have looked like if Donruss had created it back in the day? And so trying to get all the colors right, the font, everything as close as we could. It's certainly not perfect, but it's pretty good. The red here is darker than that red on the nameplate and stuff, but overall, I mean, it's pretty good. And I just sent him a picture of myself. That's when I only had a goatee. That's how long ago this was. Like, this was seriously long ago. I think that was the 14 National. Oh, that's a long time ago because I'm holding a Babe Ruth game used bat there. But so this was a long time ago that I had these done. I wrote up, all kinds of things for people and kind of here's a back, okay? So this was the prototype. I'm like, that's awesome. So I went through all these different index cards that I had, and I'm like, okay, which ones are small enough, given that this is the size that can fit properly in a window? Because I think all of us that collect autographs hate the cut autos where part of the auto is cut off, or it's cut from a 3x5, I mean, like God, what am I thinking of? A Hall of Fame postcard, the plaque cards, a Perez Steel. Like, to cut those up just makes me cringe. An index card, you can cut up. I'm okay with that. So I had my prototype done. So I start sending them, I don't know, 20 or 30 at a time. And the first one he sent back was Richie, or not the first one. It's just, these are going to be in alphabetical order. So you got Richie Ashburn there. I'm just going to keep these in order because I'm anal like that. Max Carey. So all these are Hall of Famers. It says up here, let's see if I can get it to focus, authentic cut signature. And what I did was I used the Perez Steel photograph from their Hall of Fame postcard And I tried not to use, I think that I have one or two, but most of the players are unique to this custom set. They're not in the 83 Donruss Hall of Fame Heroes, because what's the point? I have an 83 Donruss Hall of Fame Heroes of those players. So I wanted something, use different players, use all these index cards that I had. So here's what the back looks like. So I wrote up the bio for each player. I had him put 1 of 1 down at the bottom, Moynihan collection, that's me, and a Hall of Fame logo. So again, the backs look very similar to the backs of the Hall of Fame Heroes set. So yeah, so I'll just show you the fronts on most of them. But so Max Carey, there are some unique backs that I will show you in a second. Gary Carter, like look how good that looks with the bold signature centered properly in a card, a little picture. Again, I have a lot of these guys. Stan Kovaleski. Let's see. Andre Dawson. There's actually some pretty big autographs in here in terms of costs. Like Dizzy Dean is not cheap, not terribly expensive, but that's a really cool one. Look, I mean, it just looks so good. And we kept the window consistent regardless of the signature. Luckily, I had so many index cards that it was easy to. Don Drysdale. That's the big one. Joe DiMaggio. His autograph barely fit in the window. And so we would move the picture over to one side or the other based on where the autograph was. So that looks awesome. Leo the Lip DeRocher. Whitey Ford. Ford Frick. Lefty Gomez. I hope you guys like these. I don't know. I love them, so I guess it doesn't matter. So here's Goose Goslin, not an easy signature. And so what also I did, if the index card had some type of secondary authentication, like this. So this had a JSA sticker on it. So he cut out that little portion and put it in this little window on the back so that you still had the JSA authentication with the card, with the auto going together. I mean, how cool is that, right? So there's quite a few of them that had, third-party authentication. Goose Gossage, Lefty Grove, Chick Hafey, Jesse Haynes, Wade Hoyt, Jim Catfish Hunter, George Kell. This is a really good one. Sandy Koufax. Freddie Lindstrom. Funny thing is, I still have a bunch of them I could do. Kind of lost touch with the guy. Again, these were done so long ago. Ted Lyons. Eddie Matthews. Hall of Fame manager Joe McCarthy. I mean, tell me that doesn't look better than a just regular old index card, right? That's kind of the idea. Joe Ducky Medwick. Joe Morgan. Paul Molitor. Satchel Paige. How cool is that? And some people might say, well, why are you ruining a Satchel Paige auto? I didn't ruin it. It's right there. It's just put in a better display than just an index card. Pee Wee Reese. Sam Rice. This one's good looking. Nolan Ryan. So really old players, relatively more modern players, you know. It's kind of all of them, you know. Tom Seaver looks really good. Ozzie Smith. Warren Spahn. Willie Stargell. Bill Terry. Couple more. Lloyd Wayner. Billy Williams. And then I even, you know, over time, I sent several of them off to PSA to get authenticated. Not authenticated, I wouldn't worry about the authentication. I was wanting to get them slabbed for my set registry. So for Leon Day, I didn't have a better autograph than this. And this one came back a mint 9. So it's PSA DNA authenticated. And this one in particular has a JSA cert also. So, yep. So I had Leon Day, Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin's actually in the Hall of Fame Hero set, so. Earl Averill. And I like going, I guess there's a little smudge on that one. That's why it's an 8. Walt Alston. And last but not least, Joe Torre. So yeah, that's how I just, again, go down these rabbit holes with stuff, thinking how can I best utilize these index cards. Had so many of them. And this was what I came up with a long time ago. So would love to hear what you guys think down below. And thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Keep collecting.